Fresh shot clock for Artest. And he'll go with the reverse dunk. Take a look at that, Shannon
Brown. He's the ultimate hustle player. He's misunderstood, bizarre, self-destructive, and polarizing. Those are 5 expressions and words used by fans to describe the former NBA player known as Ron Artest, aka Metta Sandiford-Artest.
Hey, what's up? My name is Ron Artest. You know, I changed it to Metta World Peace. I also changed it to the Panda's friend if you in China.
In this video, we will take a look at the top 6 things to know about Artest's life, including his background, his wild ride in the NBA, and lifestyle he now enjoys.
Number 6.
Ron Artest's full name at birth was Ronald William Artest Jr. However, in 2011, he legally renamed himself Metta World Peace. Still not satisfied, in May 2020, he renamed himself once again to become Metta Sandiford-Artest. Artest was born on November 13, 1979, and raised in the Queensbridge Projects in Long Island City, Queens, New York. He is the oldest of 3 brothers named Isaiah and Daniel. Tragedy struck early in his life when at just 12 years old, he witnessed the murder of a fellow player at a YMCA tournament in Niagara Falls. In high school, he attended and played basketball for Salle Academy. The Academy is a private Catholic all-boys high school located in the borough of Manhattan, New York. Due to his tremendous accomplishment, Artest played on AAU teams with future NBA players like Elton Brand and Lamar Odom. The notoriety attracted the interests of basketball scouts who wanted Artest to join their college program. Eventually, Artest accepted a scholarship and played college basketball at St. John's University from 1997 to 1999, where he majored in mathematics. In 1999, he was the backbone that led the St. John's Red Storm to surge to a 14-4 record in the Big East Conference and 28-9 overall. The team went as far as the Elite 8 of the NCAA Division I tournament, but lost to the Ohio State Buckeyes. Artest also quietly became a street legend by playing at the parks around the Big Apple. Artest gained fame playing around NYC in some of its high-profile summer basketball tournaments, such as the Nike Pro City in Manhattan, Hoops in the Sun tournament at Orchard Beach in the Bronx, and the Dykeman basketball tournament in Washington Heights. He was able to earn street cred and nicknames such as True Warrior and the New World Order.
Number 5.
In the 1999 draft, the Chicago Bulls pulled the trigger at number 16 and selected Ron Artest. Remarkably, the Bulls also had the coveted number 1 pick and selected his AAU teammate Elton Brand. Ron was selected behind the likes of Odom, Steve Francis, Baron Davis, Rip Hamilton, and Jason Terry. According to BasketballReference.com, Artest had a good rookie season, averaging 13.9 points, 5 rebounds, and 3.2 assists. His playmate voters select him in the 1999-2000 All-Rookie team. Artest showed that his rookie season was no fluke by averaging similar numbers in 13.8 points, 2.3 steals, and 4.5 rebounds. In his 3rd season, he was part of a 7-player trade to the Indiana Pacers, with the main piece coming the other way being Jalen Rose. Playing for the Pacers, Artest emerged as a highly skilled defensive player with a knack for making hustling plays and led the team in steals. It appeared Ron's play deserved to be rewarded, and in 2002, the Pacers agreed to a 6-year extension worth $42 million. In 2003-2004, he repaid the Pacers immediately by winning the Defensive Player of the Year, making the All-NBA and All-Defensive teams. The year wasn't incident-free because early in 2003, he got into a verbal altercation with Pat Riley, head coach of the Miami Heat, and flashed a profane gesture towards the crowd. As a consequence, he got suspended for 4 games. Artest played the game with emotion and an edge which brought toughness to the team. Unfortunately, on November 19, 2004, his emotions brought him over the edge. Artest became involved in one of the biggest brawls in NBA history, or even sports history, at the Palace of Auburn Hills in Detroit. The drama started with 45.9 seconds left in regulation and Indiana leading the game 97-82 over the Pistons. Despite the game having been decided, Ron Artest fouled Ben Wallace on a play. Wallace then shoved Artest back by hitting him in the face with both hands. The tension was already high on both teams, since they had met in a tough conference final in the previous season, with the Pistons winning and later winning the chip in the finals. The scuffle was broken up by the players and staff of both teams. However, Artest decided to make his way over to broadcaster Mark Boyle. Artest took a headset and laid down on the scorer's table to relax. Then out of nowhere, a cup came flying from the stands and hit Artest. Ron was already heated and made a mad dash into the stands. In the process, he trampled Boyle, injuring 5 of his vertebrae. Artest, along with his teammate Steven Jackson, proceeded to attack perpetrators in the stands, leading to a brawl of epic proportion. As the main player in the incident, David Stern, then commissioner of the NBA, suspended Artest for the remainder of the season. Artest ended up missing a total of 86 games, which is the longest in NBA history. On January 25, 2006, and the following season, Indiana decided to cut ties with Artest by trading him to the Sacramento Kings. Artest showed that he learned from his dark chapter in his life by showing his worth on the floor. In the 2 years in Sacktown, he averaged 17.9 and 19.4 per game, which are 2 of the 3 highest average outputs in his career. He was traded mid-season to the Rockets, but rebuilt his image enough that in the summer of 2009, the Lakers signed him as a free agent. In La La Land, Artest was able to help Kobe to avenge their loss to the Celtics in 2008 by coming from 3-2 down to win 4 games to 3 in 2010. After winning the title, he spent 3 more years with the Lakers. Then after spending a year with the Knicks, Artest finished the final 2 years of his career with the Lakers. After the horror of the Palace Brawl, many thought Artest's career would be over, but according to basketballreference.com, he earned more than $77 million in his 18-year career. Not bad at all. Fun fact, NBA players are paid a lot of dough, and although NBA rookies make far less, it is still more than the average human being. Apparently, the money he was making as a rookie was still not enough. It is reported that Artest applied for a job at Circuit City while with the Chicago Bulls to take advantage of the employee discount. Yeah, discounts. I guess as they say, every little bit counts.
Number 4.
I got Wheaties! I got Wheatie Box! In my Wheatie Box! I got Wheaties!
After earning the extension and having a career year in 2003-2004, Artest was set to rake in the endorsements. However, the malice in the palace ended up scarring his career and his ability to earn sponsorship money. He admitted in a Daily Beast conversation that the $50 bet by the fan who threw the cup on him cost him nearly $50 million in fines, future salary, and endorsements. Nonetheless, now retired, Artest has sought to manage and invest what he has made. In 2017, he became an equity partner in Buttercloth. Buttercloth is a company that designs shirts that appear to look like a men's dress shirt but has the soft hand feel of a high-end t-shirt. In 2018, Artest joined an investment group known as Splice, which is an esports organization. In 2019, Artest launched X vs. X Sports, a subscription service that aims to bring premium basketball experiences to players of all skill levels for as low as $5 per month. It is considered to be like LinkedIn for basketball and a great tool for organizing basketball games at a court near you. It allows you to connect and engage with other sports enthusiasts involved in sports operations. Artest has reshaped his image by appearing on the 13th season of the reality dance show Dancing with the Stars.
And all of this baby's up to make it go crazy. Jump, jump up, let's get crazy. Jump, 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 let's get crazy.
And played a newscaster on the Comedy Central sketch show Key and Peele.
Well, that wraps up Metta World News for this Wednesday, April Hurricane Slipknot. I'm Metta World Peace. Good night.
In 2018, Artest was a contestant on Celebrity Big Brother. And according to Richest.com, Artest is said to be worth $35 million.
Number 3.
In November 2019, it was reported that Artest purchased a mansion in Encino, California for $2 million. The Tuscan-style house was built in 2006, features 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, and nearly 5,400 square feet of living space on 2 stories. Arched French doors bring light into the family room. The chef's kitchen is equipped with an island and a butler's pantry. Outside, tall hedges surround a paver patio, lawn, and swimming pool.
Number 2.
Artest had other run-ins on and off the court after the horrific scenes at the Palace. In March 2007, while playing for the Kings, he was suspended by the league for 7 games after being charged with domestic violence because he shoved a woman to the floor inside his home and prevented her from calling 911. He was sentenced to 20 days but only served 10 days. He earned a 7-game suspension in 2012 when he delivered an unsolicited and vicious elbow to then Oklahoma City guard James Harden. He recounted in an NBA.com interview that, as a kid, it was unbalanced and confusing. There was never a chance to relax. It was just get up and see what's going to happen today. I might have a good day, I might wake up on the other side of the bed. I was suspended in nursery school, kindergarten, 1st through 12th grade every year for fighting. In college, I got in trouble, and in the NBA, I was in trouble for something or another every year except my last year. Thankfully, Artest got help to deal with his anger issues through anger management classes and therapy. He became one of the first NBA players to speak about mental health issues along with Kevin Love and DeMar DeRozan. In 2009, he did a tremendous deed when he launched a nationwide raffle of his championship ring to aid mental health charities. In the end, the raffle raised $651,000, and the sacrifice made by Artest was truly inspiring.
Number 1.
Artest's first wife was Kamisha Hatfield, who he married in 2003. The two have 3 children, Sadie, Ron III, and Diamond. Unfortunately, the couple got divorced in 2009. Artest has another son named Jerron with his former high school girlfriend Jennifer Palma. In 2020, Artest got married to Maya Sandiford and took the unusual step of inserting his wife's maiden name into his name. Maya is a sizzling Japanese-Canadian model. She keeps her life very private, but appears to be in her 30s. She actively posts pictures of herself on Instagram, and her earnings stem from her modeling career. Artest has overcome a difficult background, roller coaster NBA career, and mental health issues. He now has a sizzling wife, big investments, and a big bank account which summarizes the wild, unbelievable life he has had. What do you think of Artest's wild life? Do you think he underachieved in his career? Is he the most polarizing ever to play the game? Let me know in the comments, smash the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Until next time.